Hi guys, from wherever you're watching, welcome back to my channel. This is the Arsenal in me. So today I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. The very first one is that I'm going to be talking about Arteta's presser yesterday, just going to be picking a few points about the things he said. Because right now all our boys are over there in Holland, and yesterday, of course, they had a surprise visit from Kroenke, who was on the training pitch with them. So we are going to start first with, of course, the news about Sesko. We now all know that Sesko has a release clause on his contract, so we are going to start with that first. So if you have to start with Sesko deal, this is what I saw on Twitter, and according to sources, and a very short source at that, which is Florian Plettenberg, who says or released this news that, exclusive until now, there had only been talks of a verbal agreement, but Benjamin Sesko has a formally fixed release clause in his contract until 2029. This clause can be activated starting this summer. It is tied to various parameters such as gameplay, goals, and assists, and increases regularly. Currently, this clause stands at around 70 million euros for the 21-year-old top striker, but by the end of the season, it is expected to reach approximately 80 million euros. All top England clubs have expressed interest, including Manchester United, Tottenham, and Arsenal. The only club not involved in the race is Manchester City. So this is the latest on Sesko. We all know that, of course, Benjamin Sesko has been the topic for Arsenal transfer last summer, even this January transfer window. I think he just didn't want to come to Arsenal at that point in time. And even there was actually no release clause. But now we know his release clause. We know his release clause is going to be around maybe 60 million pounds. 60 million pounds, but in euro is going to be around 70 million pounds right now, which is also said to be increased or, by the progress it makes. So Sesko is actually a very good player. This season already he has in 34 matches, he has 17 goals, he has 5 assists. So and in the Champions League, he has 4 goals in 8 matches. And in Bundesliga, in 23 matches, he has 10 goals. In DFB Pokal, he played in 3 matches, and of course he has scored 3 goals. Personally, I would have preferred Isak, I would have preferred Isak, but Isak I don't think is going to be available. I don't think Newcastle are going to be leaving Isak. It's not going to be possible. And even if they are going to be leaving Isak, the release clause on him is going to be too much, and it will just chase Arsenal away. So while I read this tweet is since yesterday, and then I got an update about the tweet again on this one, which says that, RB Leipzig are aware of the strong interest from several top Premier League clubs in Benjamin Sesko. As previously revealed, the 21-year-old top striker has a formally fixed release clause this summer, which could rise to 80 million pounds by the end of the season. Tottenham currently have a little chance, while Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal have all expressed concrete interest. So, Benjamin Sesko's situation is becoming really an interesting one. Many clubs are interested in him, including Arsenal and even, Chelsea. But the only club not interested, of course, is Manchester City, as it was pointed out. And even Tottenham currently are also interested in him. But according to reports, they have a little chance at getting him. So he's a 21-year-old. He has a lot of room to grow. And when you look at all of the goals he has scored, just like I've mentioned, I said he has scored, in 34 matches, he has scored 17 goals in Bundesliga. Is he really going to score more goals in the Premiership? Because the Premiership, to me, I think is harder than, the Bundesliga. I'm not really sure about that. If I'm right, please do correct me in the comment section, guys. So do you see him scoring more goals, or who do you prefer with Arsenal bringing this this coming summer? Do you want maybe Isaac, or maybe Guy Corres? Those are the people that Arsenal can actually bring in. And even Sesko himself. So who is your favorite option? Please remember to drop your comment in the comment section. So going on with my video, just like I've said yesterday, of course, Josh Kroenke was at the training ground, and also Mikel Arteta had the press briefing yesterday. So Josh Kroenke was at the training ground while the cameras were there. So it means that they actually wanted to do some sort of PR, as far as I'm concerned. I think what they're trying to do is trying to show fans some form of, solidarity, some form of, okay, we are behind you. Do not worry. Maybe the summer transfer window is actually going to be more sensible. And according to reports, he was there with Jason Ayto, who is the acting sporting director of Arsenal right now. Of course, the news has been that we want to bring in, or we are bringing in very, very soon. We are bringing in Berta. We are bringing in Berta, we are bringing in Andrea Berta. Sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce that name. So he is going to be our sporting director going forward, because personally, I do not even want to see Jason Ayto. Jason Ayto failed in January transfer window. He was supposed to actually bring people in, but he failed woefully. So somebody who does not have really that much of a caliber cannot be a sporting director for a club like Arsenal, because we are going to lose out on a lot of players on the grounds of recognition. So reading out what Mikel has to say yesterday, Mikel was asked on if he spoke to George Kroenke at training. He said no, because he had to go, but yes, very happy to have him around. He's around a lot of time for big moments as well. He's the one that really wants to be with the team. It's great to have him. He's been around today, and hopefully in the next few days as well. So the journalist went on to ask him on if the visit gave him a boost. They said regardless of what situation you are in the league, when you start to come to this stage of the Champions League, it is something else. You feel it in the atmosphere, in the energy of the place. It is something else, because it's a competition you don't play in weekly, and you play on if the visit gave him a boost. Mikel responded by saying that regardless of what situation you are in the league, when you start to come to this stage of the Champions League, it's something else. You feel it in the atmosphere, in the energy of the place. It's something else, because it's a competition you don't play in weekly, and you play in the moments where you are in or out. And that gives you urgency, and it gets the best out of you for sure. We all know that, according to the video I made yesterday, right now we are going to be having Andrea Berta as our sporting director going forward. What do you guys think about these things? Also, please remember to watch the previous video I made. And also, in the comment section today, please drop your comments on likely who you want to see starting today, because we are going to be having Merino up front today. So, Mikel Arteta also talked about some other things, and here are the things we talked about that I'm going to read out now. Of course, journalists are going to ask him questions, and they ask him on if tomorrow's game can help change the narrative. Mikel said it's a game that obviously brings a different energy. It's that competition that puts everyone on their toes. We have done a lot already this season. Here and now, it is important to start to make another strong step in the right direction that we want to. I am very excited for the game. On how important it would be to take a positive result from the first leg. Mikel said you are playing 2 games. You certainly know that. And everything starts tomorrow. Tomorrow means today, we said it yesterday. So today, the more we play with the intentions to dominate the game, to be better than them and win it, the better the results will be, I'm sure. On PSV's recent form, Mikel said the result vary in football. What I am more interested in is how they behave, how they play, where they do certain things, and what we expect them to do against us, and what their weakness are to try to beat them. On how different it is to last year. Of course, remember last year we were knocked out by Bayern Munich, right? So he responded by saying every situation is different. 1 year in football is a long time, long time. The context has changed. They have other players as well. We have other players as well. Momentum is different. We play the competition at that moment where we were already qualified. They weren't, and now is a tie to decide who is true. So it's very different. All right, so Mikel really has, some other things to say, but here are the most important things from the press I had yesterday, and I just had to bring them out. So in today's video, I covered, the Sesko deal. I covered, Josh Kroenke, at the training ground. So guys, what exactly do you make of my video? Please remember to drop your comment in the comment section so that we can have a discussion proper about, what we expect today from the squad. Do you actually see the team today winning? If they are going to win today, what is your suggested score line? How many goals do you think Arsenal is going to be winning by today? So please remember to subscribe to my channel as well. It is very, very important. So thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in the next one.